I don't generally cover gaming news all that often. If I do, it has to be a rather exceptional story because I would rather focus on anime and that sort of industry news and news related to outrage culture and that sort of thing. But today, we do have quite an interesting story going back to Epic Games, which is a monumental disaster that people love watching, myself included. Now, the latest debacle that we're looking at here is a post I saw on Reddit titled, "Reddit user requested all the personal info Epic Games has on him, and Epic sent that info to a random person." We'll be taking a look at that story, maybe a few others surrounding Epic and their recent failures coming right up. So we're over here on Reddit. 5,700 upvotes, my gosh. Yeah, the thread once again titled, "Reddit user requested all the personal info Epic Games has on him, and Epic sent that info to a random person." Let's take a look at the description here. At the bottom, we have the message from Epic, but I'm gonna show you the actual message, not just the text. But let's start here first. So it reads, "You, user TurboToast3000, requested that he be sent the personal information that Epic Games has collected about him, which he is allowed to do in accordance with GDPR law. Epic obliged, but also informed him that they accidentally sent all of it to a completely random person by accident. Just thought you should know, as I personally find that hilarious." You can read more in the post he made about this over at FUCK Epic. Yes, that is a subreddit, FUCK Epic, where you can also see the proof he provides as well as the follow-up conversation regarding this issue. You, Arkzishin, an Epic Games representative, also commented in that post confirming that this is true. Here is the response that Epic sent him, but again, we're not going to take a look at that response. I'm going to show you the actual one in the other thread, so let me hop over to that one. So this is the OG post, so to speak. This is the actual response from Epic Games. It reads, "Hello Redacted, we regret to inform you that due to human error, a player support representative accidentally also sent the information you requested to another player. We quickly recognized this mistake and followed up with the player, and they confirmed that they deleted it from their local machine. We regret this error and can't apologize enough for this mistake. As a result, we've already begun making changes to our process to ensure this doesn't happen again. Thanks for your understanding. I'm just curious what kind of changes they could possibly make when they admit this was the result of human error. Someone must have seen that information and just simply sent it to the wrong person. I don't know what all they could possibly change. Maybe some fail safes or something? I don't know, maybe, hey, are you sure you want to send this message out before they send it? I don't know. No idea about that, but we're gonna take a look in the comment section because this story actually gets even more interesting. The op expands on all this in the comments, so let's take a look. Starting over here, but let me make this a little bit better for you guys. There we go. So, up at the top, also that random person said they deleted the data. The first thing you learn on the internet is that you can't trust random strangers. Response: in all honesty, if I ever received a mail containing the name, address, and purchase history of a dude living very far and that I don't personally know, not sure I'd give an F. I'd even think it's a scam or something. What Epic did is 100% inexcusable, and it's yet again another proof that we can't trust them." I'm gonna stop right there for a moment. You can see, if you're not familiar with what's been going on with Epic, a number of people are very unhappy for a number of reasons. Just their exclusivity deals with their Epic launcher, the leaking data allegedly, and just it's a whole mess going on right now. So that's what the post here is referring to. Continuing on. Another proof that we can't trust them, but at the same time, don't stress too much about those informations and don't let it ruin your sleep because the person on the other side won't care. And here's where it gets really interesting. Take a look at this. The op then says, "I have actually been able to make contact with the other person. He reported it and helped me with some things, so I don't have a lot of stress anymore, but I got really lucky and Epic's behavior is still inexcusable." So the response here is exactly what my reaction was, and probably also a number of you guys as well who are watching this video. The response being, wait, who first warned you about the personal informations sent to the wrong person? Epic themselves or the guy who received it? Because if Epic stayed silent until you put their nose in their own shit, that's 1 or 2 order of magnitudes worse. And I agree, that is worse indeed. Let's see what the op says about that one. Take a look. Op says, I got an email from Epic yesterday. After that, I went to Reddit to let everyone know, and after a few hours came a direct message from someone who said they received the email. With proof, he showed that Epic Games sent him the email, and he reported it because of that, I was notified. So Epic did oopsie, kind sir, reported it, and at least I knew about it. So isn't that an interesting development? Luckily, the person who was sent this other person's personal information seems like they ended up being a pretty good person, and coincidentally enough, they are also a Redditor, and even more coincidentally, they are not only just a Redditor, but also a frequent Redditor on the FUCK Epic subforum, or subreddit. So that is very coincidental, but it worked out nicely for the op, and I imagine the story could have went a lot worse for Epic, but I don't think we're quite done yet. Let's continue on. So we know allegedly this user had their data sent to someone else from Epic Games, from human error, but we don't know exactly what all was sent, and that's cleared up in this post. Again, by TurboToast3000 in the op, it reads, they sent all my personal info, including my email address, my name, my purchase history, and my purchase info, and I just get sorry. And after that, they have the guts to ask if I was happy with their service. Oh my goodness. I was going to say that they aren't as bad as everyone is making them out to be, because they only have data that I myself put in, but this goes too far. I am very done with not Epic Games. Edit. I forgot that they also included my IP address, as if it wasn't bad enough. I'm sorry, Epic, but that is absolutely absurd. You sent their email address, their name, their purchase history, their purchase information, which is most likely their credit card or debit card that they used to make the purchase. Might even include their home address there, their billing information, maybe. And if not, well, since you also sent the IP address, the person could potentially find out their home address there as well. So you more or less DOX'd a customer entirely, and that is just absurd. And all they said was sorry. Oh my gosh. Just like we were talking about a moment ago, the discourse in this thread turns to saying how lucky the op was for his information to be sent to a reasonable person. At least I think they're reasonable. It sounds like they are from this story, but you never know for sure how things will play out, I suppose. Anyways, this post reads, so what you're saying is that this other person had to report it before Epic realized they effed up, which means that if the other person didn't report it, you might have never known what happened. Please don't understate how amazingly lucky you were to have your data go to a seemingly decent person. Another user writing, also makes things much worse for Epic. They didn't even realize they screwed up. I don't think op is from the UK, but the ICO would not look kindly on this at all. If Epic have reported it to op's relevant data protection authority off their own back, that might ameliorate things, but if they haven't and the report comes from a person, oopsie, bad times. You TurboToast3000, that is the op that this occurred to. Please report this as soon as possible. So you can see, people are not having any of Epic's crap. You can see people immediately want the op to report this issue to make it as big of a problem as possible for Epic. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing to do. As a matter of fact, it's probably a good thing to do. Companies need pressure put on them to stay ethical, to stay honest. And we see that, well, being ethical and being honest is highly debatable when it comes to Epic Games. I mean, take a look at this post, for example. It's just a joke, but I mean, there's some truth to it. Says, could not have said it better myself. Posts a picture saying, Epic Games, sorry, an error has occurred that we couldn't handle. And 120 upvotes, actually 119. We'll make that 120. There we go. This post is much less of a joke as the last one. This is actually very serious. The title, account has been breached twice and had 2 purchases. I really shouldn't have to worry that this will happen. So allegedly, it's just as it sounds, it seems. The op clearly posts their inbox, their email inbox, and alleges that their account with Epic has been breached twice and had 2 purchases made on the account that they obviously, according to their story at least, didn't make the purchase themselves. At the end of the day, this is just another mark on Epic's already tarnished reputation. We'll see how things play out from here, but if they don't make serious changes soon, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to deplete their goodwill until they might really regret trying to go with the whole Epic launch your game store kind of approach, but we'll see how that all plays out. I'd like to give some shout outs now for the video I released earlier today. Yeet the Straighties. RWBY fandom goes insane. Attacks others over representation. This video was only released about 20 minutes ago, so I'm probably gonna miss a number of people who end up helping to promote that one over on Twitter, but I much appreciate it. Take my love for the help. But the 5 people I have right now, as of the 20 minutes the video's been out, is Night Ninja, Mr. Anime 343, Pot on the Brain, Kayama Kumori, Paragon Langston of Amped Guard. Thank you all very much. I would also like to give a special shout out to Michael M. Became a heroic patron over on Patreon yesterday, but the video I released earlier today, the RWBY one, I actually had recorded from last night before I saw his pledge, maybe before it even came in. So though the video was released today, he didn't get the shout out, so I'm gonna give him an extra shout out here. Michael M, thank you for becoming a heroic patron over on Patreon, and if anyone would like to become a sponsor on Patreon of any tier, take a look in the description, or if you would like to support this channel with more of a one-time approach, we also accept donations through PayPal and Streamlabs. Links below for those, and lastly, of course, default YouTube stuff. Subscribe if you're not already. If you are subscribed, hit the notification bell so your subscription can actually work. Follow me on all the social media below, and consider joining our Discord server, now with over 3K members. Maybe I'll see you there if you join. If not, I'll see you in the next one.